Hey guys, this is Carnival Asylum here, and I'll be reviewing Fortnite for the 4-day early access because I've been playing it non-stop or as much as I can. So I think it'd be good if I just start with the pros. Crafting. It is ridiculously easy. They show you how to build it. Um, a a good quick way of learning is the little radar towers that they make you build. Um, it's pretty easy. You get the hang of it, and you pick up of what to craft, what you can't craft. I though I sort of don't like when you have to use metal to build them because metal is not really hard to come by, but it's a bit of a bitch to get and a bit of time. The game is very stupidly addicting. I will not kid you that. You will be up for hours. And I mean, I'm not talking about, 3 hours. I'm talking probably 6 to 8. I mean, hey, you get progress out of it. Speaking of progress, they have a very good skill tree, and I like how they did it. Because it makes it where your character isn't limited to that one playstyle or its one functionality. Let's say you want to go for high DPS as a soldier. You can be, hey, I'm a soldier and I want to start building. I want to be more proficient at building. So you can get things where your building speed and your fortifications, so the health on your walls and half walls, or I don't know, but you make them where they have more HP. You can build them faster, and you can repair them quicker, so you can hold down the fort. The visuals on it is a bit cartoony, but I wouldn't really recommend this to kids, mainly for the fact that it has a lot of guns, a lot of violence. You know what? Fuck it. People play Call of Duty, and they're fucking kids like what, 7. All right, that was just useless information. Let's get to the cons. There is no character creation. Yes, you do have cards, which are different alterations of a character, and then like color skin, its sex, and that's practically it. You can't customize their face, their body shape, nothing. Though I would enjoy seeing a fat ninja that I am stealthy. I am one with the shadows. That would have been a good icing on the cake, though there isn't enough icing to give you diabetes already. So there's this one quest. This is me speaking, but it's sort of a little nitpick that I have at the game that I don't like. It's mainly for the fact that there is this one survivor. It's like, oh, it's the teeth. All this, what he's describing is the mimic. It's well, if you play Dark Souls, you know what a mimic is, and you have to kill it. It's not so much it's hard, though. The mimic will kill you in about 6 shots, so be careful of that. It's mainly for the fact that the NPC of that survivor doesn't shut up, and you can hear him 20, 30 units away, and it doesn't fade in the distance where you can barely hear him. It's at a constant, right in your face noise level, and it's something that really kills the mood. Let's see. The bugs. The game has its fair share of bugs. One is if you're browsing too long in the skill tree, it will crash on you. So you have to be wary of that. When the game is going into a server maintenance, because you have to go back to the home screen, which is back to the server, if you have any loot that you just got, you won't get it. You have to redo the mission and start all over. I know that pain because I had it to me, and I got a level 6 chest. That's not easy to come by. That's like a very rare thing to get. And the damn thing didn't give me a good pinata either. Bit stingy about that one. Let's see. They have elevated items, but that's when you go back to your home screen after you complete a mission. And sometimes the picture for that item will be elevated above the center. So it would be around, excuse me, it'll be around the little timer that you would see when you're defending a base. It'll be around there. That's more of like a visual bug than anything. Let's see here. What's on this list? Character improvement. I do enjoy that I can see through walls. I can do stuff as the Outlander, but the big thing that makes him different is you can get more materials. That's a big whoop, but it's a small percentage, and you barely get it as it is. The only thing that makes him really good is that he can see items through walls. And sometimes those items are really hidden behind other walls. That's the only thing that makes him really good and make him stand out. Other than his little teddy bear or his little shock turret. Let's see. I don't like his so much little teleport thing, because sometimes you teleport right, but you go left instead, and that's something I don't enjoy. It might have been some lag, but I hit right and I went into a crowd of zombies, so I had a bad day. I died. Constructor, I like what they do. They improve the fortifications on the fort. It makes them stronger, more durable. That's something we always need, because you'll always need a constructor. If you don't, the mission's going to be a bit harder. I like that the Outlander and the constructor sort of benefit each other, because the Outlander has a giant metal pinata, and you drop it down and you hit it. The thing will still, it has a timer on it. It doesn't show you, but it has a timer, and that's like, it has a HP bar, but it has an unknown timer, because if you don't whack down all its HP, it'll still disintegrate and so on. But what you get is the 3 items. You get wood, brick, and metal. Those are the 3 things, or the 3 main things that you use. Based how much you hit it, or if you keep hitting the little sweet spots on it that make it go down, or the durability go faster, you can get more items. Sometimes you can get some copper, some twine out of it, some real basic things that you can get, but it's real handy if it's like an ability. And you can find that with these little balls that you see over. But that's how the Outlander is sort of like the support of things, how it benefits the constructor. The one thing I think the constructor needs to make itself stand out from the group is, oh, I am a constructor. Since I know how to build things really well, and that's mainly my sole purpose, maybe he can use less materials than everyone else. That'd be fair. Sure, it might make him a bit overkill, but he does have CC. But if he can get those walls up faster and put more up, then that'd be great. Ninja, they need to seriously tweak his throwing stars, because it's using way too much stamina for what it does. It doesn't do much damage. Like, it does decent damage, but it doesn't do enough to justify its mana usage. It really doesn't. Same thing with the teleport. Like, using 30, it it's not really fun because you run out really quick. And that's the same reason why people don't use the teleport. Not the teleport, but it's more of a must-have to have the teleport. But the throwing stars, you don't really use them. The two things that make the ninja good is that he has a double jump that use a bit of, I'd say a decent amount of stamina. His little, it's practically a one-shot move. It's a little dash that it's like an AOE straight line. Just mows people down. Soldier has great damage. Not much to complain about that department. Maybe give it some more damage to hold it down, or a bit more durability, or where you can hold down the trigger longer, make it fire longer, stuff like that. That'd make it a bit better. I feel like more of like, this is my ultimate ability, now fear me. Maybe have like a longer cooldown time or something like that. This isn't like, now, to like inform you. You're not going to get bored because of the type of zombies that you have. The longer you play, the more zombies you'll encounter. I still haven't met the full spectrum of zombies. So far, there's 3 of them. Not like there's only 3 types of zombies, but there's like 3 types of threats. We have 2 minor ones and then 3 bigger ones. One's a smasher. Doesn't matter what you build, he's going to go through the damn thing. You have the little flying thing. It's a terrifying thing because it goes over your traps. And the other one shoots lasers. It's slow, but it shoots lasers, and those things hurt a lot. Another thing, the 2 minor ones that you might have to work or look out for is, it's a artillery one. She likes to stay way in the back line and just fuck your base over. Like, you will have no more roof. It will be gone. Another one is the propane zombie. Hank Hill be proud, because that thing uses it a lot, and he's not afraid to suicide himself. Now, moving on to teamwork. I like how it's sort of a must-have, though it's weird for when you have like traps. Traps is something that's very much of its different element, because you might have like a legendary trap. For that mission, you might say, oh, I have all these high items, I need to put them somewhere. The only thing that you can hold worth of anything is the schematics. That's the only thing that you can actually hold. The items themselves are in your backpack. That's sort of weird, because it's just like, here's a vault, put paper, nothing else in, you're fine. That's something I don't like about it, but don't know what they're going to do in the future. Other than that, the game is a bit well-rounded. I'd say, if I had to rate this game, including the bugs, I'd say it'd be a good 8.5 out of 10. I'm not going to say it's a perfect game, because it does have its flaws, but it's a game that will stick around for quite a bit. And any future changes that they'll make won't be something that'll be disappointing. It'll be something that'll improve the game, and hopefully they don't high-res the shit and just make things terrible. I mean, the only way to really flunk this is to mix high-res and No Man's Sky, and then you just have a really ugly game, or a unplayable game. But that's my review for this session, and hope you guys have a good day, and